cheese and steam and hot. I'm sorry, fingerprints. I'm sorry I did that to you. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Breezy back for another episode of the Black Girl Baking Show. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful day. I mean, hopefully it's beautiful. I don't know what the weather's like wherever you're living right now. I have no idea. But it's summertime, so how bad can it really be? You know, this corona thing is lasting way longer than I would have ever imagined. I remember that first week, I was thinking like, okay, it'll be like 3 weeks, you know, then it'll be fine, things will be back to normal. Boy, was I ever wrong. I just feel bad for kids who probably won't be able to go back to school now. I can't imagine these poor kindergartners who've been looking forward to going to school, and now ain't no school, baby. Ain't no school. And to not be able to get school lunches and then have that camaraderie with their friends or whatever when you're cracking on each other at the table and you seeing what you got and whatever. And when I think about school lunches, I think about Bosco Stick Day. Now, my mom used to pack my lunch until I was in the 10th grade. And then at that point, me and my brother were like, okay, you can stop. Like, way too old. This is pretty bad. But before that, as I was growing up, my mom was packing my lunches. My school used to sell Bosco Sticks. And I loved Bosco Sticks. And we like never bought lunch, but every now and then on Bosco Stick Day, my mom would be like, all right, kids, here's a couple dollars. Go get some Bosco Sticks. And we would run like that Meek Mill meme of him running. That's how we'd be running to the lunch line, like, Bosco Sticks for me today. That being said, to bring back my old school lunch memories, and in honor of the children who are not gonna get no school lunches this year, I'm going to make Bosco Sticks. Homemade, from scratch, with the mozzarella in the middle. So, I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna make some Bosco Sticks. Let's get into it. First, start by preheating the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you're gonna add 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and I got my little mixture of seasoning, because seasoning is key. You think it's just some cheese inside of some bread, but it's not. Season your food, y'all. I got some Italian seasoning, I got some garlic powder, and I got some onion powder. I'm gonna put that all in there and give that a light whisk. Nice. Then you're gonna add in some regular, plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. This sounds like the most boring thing I've ever heard of. Plain, non-fat Greek yogurt? Sounds terrible to me, but this is what I'm gonna put in there. Okay, moment of honesty. Recipe says 1 cup, and I didn't feel like buying a whole container of plain, non-fat Greek yogurt when I only need a cup. So I got this, and it's 5.3 ounces, which is definitely less than a cup, but I'm just gonna use it anyway. I'm assuming it'll be enough. I'm hoping, praying, maybe even, that it'll be enough. We'll find out. No! We're out of gloves. Y'all know I don't like touching stuff with my hands. I hate getting my hands dirty. I don't like getting my hands dirty. Oh, Jesus be a glove. Okay. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I hate it. This is gross. Okay, so the recipe also says to try not to like manipulate the dough too much, because the more you manipulate it, the tougher it'll get. So when it's not yeast, doughs tend to get tough when you mess with it too much. It's real sensitive, you feel me? Ain't got no thick skin. So here's my piece of dough. My Bosco dough. Sprinkle just a little bit of flour. I don't need a whole lot, because it's already kind of dry. Bring back my dough. What does it smell like? It smells like, what's that chip dip that people be using for like potato chips? Like the sour cream and onion dip. My goal is to roll this into a rectangle that's about 1/2 inch thick. That's better, I think. I can't find my pizza cutter. That's what I wanted to use. So instead I'll have to use this, you know, I don't actually know the name for this thing. I what it's called. You know what? I think it's a dough cutter. That's what I think it is. So this is perfect. If I'm wrong, correct me. Since it's 6 pieces that I'm trying to make, and 6 is an even number, I'm gonna do this in halvesies, like that. Bam. I'm not positive this is gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. What the heck? Let me just shoot for the stars. So now I'm gonna do 6 pieces. I'm gonna cut the sections. And so now that these are all cut, I'm gonna slide them up a little bit so that I can open up my string cheeses. Now, the recipe says to push down the cheese a little bit so that, you know, it kind of gets snug in there, a little tucked in. You feel me? I'm gonna fold the ends up. This is just my method. I'm not sure if this is correct. And then I'm going to bring the sides in. And you just wanna pinch it all closed so that it doesn't seep out anywhere. That would be tragic. Here are my Bosco sticks. They just look like little rods of dough. I'm putting a little bit of foil in the bottom too, just in case one of these busts open and starts melting cheese. I don't want the cheese to melt over my baking sheet and get hardened and everything. Ow, that cut me. You devil foil. I'm gonna take my Bosco sticks and put them on the baking sheet. Well, I should probably get a bigger baking sheet. I think these are gonna grow a lot, so hold on a minute. Put the seam side down, whichever side you were pinching the dough together, put that side down. Then you're gonna take 1 egg that is beaten until it's frothy and do a little egg wash. So just paint it right on top. Now this last step is just my personal preference, and I think we'll add a little extra something special to it. This is Italian style 5 cheese blend, Parmesan, Romano, Asiago, Provolone, and Fontina cheese. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit, just a little bit on top. And I'm also gonna do a little bit more of Italian seasoning right on top, just for look, really. Now I'm gonna take these and put them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes until they start to get a little brown and toasty looking. Let's do it. Okay. So I did them, and as you can see, the cheese escaped. Just melted right on out of all of them. Release yourself now. Come on out there. There's some nice coloring on the back, you know, on the bottom of said Bosco stick. I want to get a nice cheese pull on this thing. So, ooh, cheese and steam and hot. I'm sorry, fingerprints. I'm sorry I did that to you. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. That's a nice cheese pull though, you gotta admit. So just an observation, the cheese is like coated the inside of the Bosco stick, but it's like hollow. Super weird. Also, probably should have used a higher quality cheese because this feels a little rubbery. It's not bad. Something about it tastes a little just like soury. I think it might have been too much Italian seasoning. I wish I had some marinara sauce. I don't. Forgot about that. If I were to redo them, I would do less Italian seasoning. I would put cheese into the bread stick part of it, and I would close them up better. Those were my tips. This really isn't half bad though. You see, I ate the whole thing though. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching another episode of my show, for clicking on this, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. I appreciate you. Do me a favor. Like it, comment on it, engage with me, talk to me. Share it somewhere. Let somebody else know about this. You feel me? Bosco Sticks. It's the bread of the children. I don't know what that even means. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.